When the heart turns dark, before anger becomes destruction. Jeremiah 17:9 says the heart is deceitful above all things and despitefully wicked. Who can know it? When we turn the news, our heart should ache. We are living in a time when children are harming parents, parents are harming children, brothers are turning against brothers, and people who once said, I love you, are becoming capable of terrible things. And we have to ask, how did human heart get here? The Bible does not hide answers. Jesus says, for out of the heart proceeds evil thoughts, murders, adulteries. That's Matthew chapter 15:19. Violence does not begin with the weapon in someone's hand. It begins in the heart. It begins when anger is fed instead of confront, when bitterness is rehearsed, when unforgiveness is protected, and when jealousy grows, and when pride says, they deserve what I'm about to do. Look at Cain and Abel. Cain became angry because God accepted Abel's offering. God saw what was developing inside of Cain before Cain ever touched his brother. God warns him, sin lies at the door, and its desires is for you, but you should rule over it. That's Genesis 4:7. God gave Cain a warning before murder. Cain had an opportunity to stop, but instead of mastering his anger mastered him. He killed his own brother. That same warning speaks today. Stop before you cross a line you cannot uncross. Then look at David's family. David's son Amnon violated his sister Tamar. Absalom became filled with hatred toward Amnon, and instead of dealing with that hatred God's way, Absalom allowed it to grow until it arranged Amnon's murder. Later, bitterness grew between Absalom and his own father David until his son attempted to overthrow his father. One wounded family became a family filled with violence, revenge, rebellions, grief, and death. Unhealed pain can reproduce itself. A wounded child can become a wounded adult. A wounded parent can wound a child. One generation bitterness can become another generation bondage. Scriptures warns us that difficult times would come when people would become disobedient to parents, unloving, unforgiving, and brutal. That's 2 Timothy 3:2-3. But hear this carefully. Prophecy describes darkness, does not give us permission to participate in it. God calls us to something different. So how does a violent heart become rehabilitated? God says in Ezekiel 36:26, I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit within you. Real change starts with repentance. No excuses. Not they made me angry. Not you don't understand what they did to me. Repentance. God, something dangerous is going on inside of me. Change my heart before I destroy someone and destroy myself.